Welcome back to Wash Talk, the Carwash Podcast. My name is Camille Renner, and I am your host. Today, we're really excited to come at you all from the studio, the PC&D studio today. And joining me in the studio is Shane Larson, the co-founder and chief coin slayer with Coinless. Welcome to Wash Talk, Shane.
Thanks. It's good to be here, Camille. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. So just to begin, I'd love to hear a little bit about how you got into the car wash space.
Well, I have a long-standing friend who had come from an e-commerce business and had a little bit of money he wanted to buy his local car wash. So he had a neighborhood car wash he had kind of had his eyes on for a while. And when he bought the car wash, having come from the e-commerce space, he recognized immediately that he didn't really know who his customers were. And so he came up with this idea and a solution. I kind of got involved in the conversation with him at that point. And from there, things kind of took their place. And short answer to your question is a friend was getting in the car wash space, and so I kind of came along with him.
And when was that?
So that was back in 2017, and my business partner Jared is the friend I'm talking about. And when he bought his car wash, he wanted to know immediately, how can I talk to my customers? And he realized that the point of sale is probably the best place to do that. Mm-hmm. So he started looking online for point of sale solutions. A mobile app was what he really wanted that did what he was hoping he could find. And after a little bit of online searching, he realized the perfect product that he wanted didn't really exist. So him being the serial entrepreneur that he is, started drawing up some plans and laid out screens and the flow of this app, the dream app that would help him operate his car wash and offer a better customer buying experience, and then give him, of course, data for his customers. It all started to take shape, and that's when I joined the conversation. And from there, the idea of Coinless was born.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, with a name like Coinless, it's not too hard to guess exactly what your company does, but can you give us a little brief introduction into Coinless?
Yeah, you bet. So Coinless is, as I mentioned, a point-of-sale mobile app solution for self-serve and IBA car washes. IBA being in-bay automatic car washes. I'm assuming most of the audience will know what I'm talking about.
I think so.
So these are the traditional car washes. These are not your express car washes, your conveyor tunnels. When he bought this first car wash, it was the friendly neighborhood car wash where you might be putting tokens into the slots to start the machines, or quarters, getting change out of a change machine with your dollars. Jared is definitely a big thinker and loves innovation and technology, and so he started thinking, how do we remove these archaic systems from this car wash space? Because if we don't, it's one more reason why this whole model could go extinct, right?
Absolutely.
So when he started building Coinless, he started thinking about what are the most important things in order to remove those. And so, of course, the name was born, Coinless, get rid of the coins and put the purchase into the hands of the customers. And if we had an app that customers could download in seconds and quickly create their accounts, which we know can be done because we do it with so many other apps, mm-hmm. and then the credit card is added in there, all that transaction then starts to take place in the cloud, and we don't have to worry about the physical transaction anymore and the quarters and the heavy lifting and taking buckets of tokens and quarters to the bank or whatever it is. Removing cash ultimately is the idea and the long-term goal, and Coinless is a step in that direction.
Absolutely, and I think it's appropriately named in that sense as well.
Yeah, I think so too. There's definitely no question what the purpose is of
right.
Coinless when you hear about Coinless.
Well, I appreciate that for sure, the transparency of the product.
Yeah.
I've heard of similar type of mobile POS systems in the express sect of the industry, but in the IBA and self-serve, are there other companies doing something similar? Or how are you different from your competition?
Yeah, great question. I appreciate it. Of course, there's some other options out there. One of our differentiators is that Coinless offers sort of a do what you need or what best suits your customers. And we've created a platform that allows for that versatility, because no two car washes are the same. Depending on where you are at in your city. Maybe it's a small city, maybe it's a big city. What are your normal demographics of customers, and what do they like? Will a cashless experience be an easy sell to most of your customers, or will this be a hard sell, something to get them over? And we have a product that works for every one of those within our suite of software solutions. So what I mean by that is, we don't really say, here's what we do and here's how we do it best. We say, here are all the options that you have. What will work best with your customers? Because our app will allow a la carte purchases, and it will just charge your credit card for the amount of that single purchase. We offer loyalty programs that are adjustable and customizable for the operator and what makes most sense for them. Where you could say, buy for every $1 of washes, or for every $1 that you spend in car wash services, no matter what they are, we're going to give you 1 point in credits or points. And then eventually, once you hit a certain threshold, then those points convert to credits, right? So it kind of turns into once you spend 50 with us, we'll give you $5 back, or whatever numbers makes the most sense for you and your customers. All that's customizable, and that's our loyalty program. Then we also have prepay plans where we can direct the customer in the app. Well, the app directs the customer over to see that they can prepay. So they might want to just load $20 in and then spend that $20. And if they keep doing that, they just think, I'm just going to put 50 in or whatever. And so all these little things are ultimately driving up the average ticket for each of these car washes. So that helps in the self-serve and IBA space. That helps a ton. All of our solutions, it's one of the main goals for all of them. And then, of course, the last one is Wash Club. And Wash Club is kind of the darling of the whole of the software suite and solutions that we offer. Everything about the app tries to drive people to the concept of Wash Club, why you should become not just a customer, but a member here at our car wash. And the way it works is a monthly subscription where you pay X and then you would get a number of credits back, but it's always more credits than what you paid. We wanted to when we approached the idea of a Wash Club product, a monthly subscription product, it was really hard because we didn't want the customer to feel as though they were only buying a single product. And so this is one of our differentiators. Other solutions that exist in the market will offer Wash Club or subscription models that are attached to a specific service, and it's usually in the IBA lane. So they'll say, it's this cost, or this cost for this wash, or this wash, or this wash. Where we say, you can join at $20 minimum, and the sky's the limit, you can go higher. If you pay us, say, $20 a month, we'll give you $40 in credit to spend across all of our services.
Oh, wow.
And so that's one of the differentiators that Coinless offers. I haven't seen another model out there like that.
So I'm trying to understand the user experience a little bit better from the customer side. When a customer is using the Coinless mobile app, do they have a certain car wash that they kind of log into, or can they go to multiple car washes within the same app?
Yeah, great question. One of the ways that Coinless has been able to set itself apart as the best, what I believe is the best UX UI on the market. We have a 4.6 star rating on the iOS app with over 1,300 reviews, which if you compare that to other car wash apps out there, it's a notable difference. And so our customers are saying that they really like the experience. Early on, we made a choice that we wanted to focus our energies on creating the slickest, best user interface that we could to create the best buying experience for customers. In order to do that, in order to make the whole model profitable, we decided we couldn't be doing that we currently have around 120 clients in Australia, US, and Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the United States.
Wow.
And if we had to manage a white label app for all 120 of our clients, there's no way we could ever survive. So instead, we offer a single app that is a central point for all of them, but that's where people start to get alarmed. Wait, am I going to see a list of all of my competitors on the app? Well, we manage it in a way where when you download the app or you turn the app on your phone, we immediately say, where are you? We do a GPS query to find out where that phone is, and we let the customer know that we need GPS access. We say it in a way that like all of them are basically saying, yes, I'll give you access for this. And then we just show them where they're at inside the app. Rather than say, which car wash are you at? Start searching their database. We just say, here's the wash your app, and they tap into it, and they see only the services at that car wash. And then we find that once someone makes a purchase at that car wash with that app, they marry the app to the location. There's a psychological thing that's happening, and they don't really associate this app as an app that will serve them at other car washes. They say, oh, that car wash has the Coinless app, and they return to it because either one, they just earned some loyalty points when they made their first purchase at that car wash, and those loyalty points stay at that car wash. If they join a wash club, it's only the wash club at that car wash. They can't take credits that they've earned at one and make them transferable to any others on our system. Does that answer the question?
It does, yes. Thank you. So the consumer can access other car washes, but you found that
exactly
they tend to stay loyal to the one.
They tend to stay loyal to the one where they found Coinless, and they tend to they don't even think about it. They just think that's the car wash where I use the app and I'm earning points, and they go back to that car wash. Yes, there is a functionality inside the app where you can tap and search for other car washes outside of that one that it shows you. But again, returning to the reasons for it, in order to create that best experience, we only wanted to manage one single app, and so we can put all of our efforts and energy into that app.
If you had 120 different apps or however clients you said you had, they would not be as good.
Coinless would not exist.
Right.
we wouldn't be able to create what we create for 120 clients all at once. The budget just wouldn't work out. Yeah.
Well, I should have downloaded it and poked around a little bit. I wish I did that ahead of time, but
I'll send you some credits.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, thank you. We don't get as many free car washes as you'd think. Audience members, take note of that.
yeah, exactly. If you're coming to the Akron area, you know.
Yeah.
Akron. I said Akron.
Yeah, Akron, whatever.
If you're coming to Akron, there's plenty of car washes in the area.
There definitely is.
But somebody out there, some self-serve car wash operator in Akron needs to adopt Coinless. So they can send these guys some credits.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So you and I could be like at dinner having a conversation, and similar to what we just talked about. Oh, I own a car. You own a car wash? Yeah. Oh, cool. I should come check it out sometime. You know what? Let me send you some credits, and you can get on our mobile optimized website, and within a few seconds, you can send credits, and you'll get a text message, and it'll just ding. It'll say you got 5, 10, whatever. You've got $20 in credits that you can now go use at that car wash. And so our operators love that for a couple of reasons. One, the casual conversation like we just mocked up. They can send it to anybody at any time, and they're getting someone to go to their wash. And then two, when a customer calls saying, hey, this machine just ate my money, or hey, the equipment's not working here, this gun is shot or whatever, this wand, they can say, so sorry. And as they're talking, this is what I do. I call it car wash God mode. So like as they're talking to the customer, I put it on speaker and I'm talking to them and I'm saying, which bay are you in? And I'm currently getting into my portal, the Coinless portal. Oh, you're in bay 4? Okay. Did the car wash just turn on? Because in my portal, in my app, I've actually gone in and bought the car wash and turned it on for him. Oh yeah, I just turned on. Okay, great. Sorry about that. This wash is on me, and it takes care of issues like in a snap.
Yeah, that's great.
Our operators really love the customer resolution tool that it is because it's a remote start tool as well. You can buy a car wash from anywhere in the world, and because it's through the Internet of Things, and we use these devices that are in our own system, like we're going to talk about in a minute, I could be right here in Akron, and I could turn on the wash in Salt Lake City.
Wow.
As an operator. That's useful for lots of reasons. The next question that often comes up is, well, what's to stop customers from just turning on the car wash anytime they want? Well, because they're buying it every time.
Right.
Yeah, so you can't turn the wash on unless you have credits or unless you have the money and you pay for it with your card.
Right. Well, that's very interesting. That is a really interesting perspective about the customer resolution tool. So that's something to think about for operators for sure. But talking about the device a little bit specifically, can you tell me what is the actual process of buying a Coinless system look like, and the installation process as well?
Yeah, great question. So let's assume that there are listeners out there who are interested in the Coinless solution, and they call to Coinless and they say, I want on board today. Then the process would look something like this. We'd first need to know how many self-serve bays you have and vacuums that you have, and IBA lanes. We have 2 devices, and between these 2 devices will power all of the systems that you have at your car wash, all the equipment. If you have an IBA, then you would need one of our 4 relay devices. We call it the Coin Slayer. And the Coin Slayer itself, the 4 relays are going to communicate to the 4 different wash packages that you have in your IBA. It used to always be 4. Nowadays, a lot of washes are just offering 3 options in the IBA lanes. And so one of those devices is going to have the 4 relays, and that will power each of your IBA lanes. The nice thing about this device is that each relay also will communicate to any of your self-serve services. So if you have 4 self-serve bays also, then just one more of those Coin Slayer devices with 4 relays would power all 4 of your self-serve car washes. So our app speaks through the customer's cellular network and then to our cloud. And then from there, we know which devices in our system to communicate to in order to turn on equipment. And this is the really cool thing. It doesn't matter what equipment you're already using for your pay services, for your kiosk or anything else, because our devices connect straight into the car wash equipment, bypassing the kiosk and the pay system you already have set up. So we are agnostic to what pay system you're using, and we plug straight into your equipment. And we haven't run into any equipment yet that we can't plug into.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of it more as a POS system, but it's really not.
It's an independent mobile POS in your pocket system.
That's so interesting.
That's a better way to think of it.
Wow, that's really cool, and the technology kind of blows my mind, but I'm sure you've got it down to a well-oiled science by now.
I guess we could continue. So let's say you've got 1 IBA and 4 self-serve bays and 3 vacuums out in the lot. You would buy 1 Coin Slayer, the 4 relay device for your IBA. You would buy another Coin Slayer for the 4 self-serve bays to go to each of those self-serve bays. And then because vacuums present a different challenge where you're a little farther away from the building itself, wiring is often an issue. You could theoretically get another one of those Coin Slayers with 4 relays. And if you have great conduits that go underground and reach up to your vacuums, then awesome. Then you should just get another one of those. But we have a single relay device as a solution for vacuums that we find most of our operators don't have clear and easy access through conduits underground. And so we just say, use one of our Wi-Fi enabled, all of our devices are Wi-Fi enabled, but use one of our single relay devices. They're literally the size of like a double stuffed Oreo cookie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just a small guy like this. They're cute little blue guys. You kind of want to nibble on it when you see it. And so you put these guys out in the vacuum cans themselves, and as long as you have good Wi-Fi coming from your building, and sometimes we get outdoor routers with the antenna that shoot over there to like make that connection strong. Put them inside the vacuum can, and then that 1 relay powers that vacuum, no problem. So we have a 4 relay and a single relay. And between those 2 devices, we can get your whole wash set up with just a few. So in this scenario, we'd have 3 vacuums. You'd just buy 3 of those little coinitos, is what we call them. So the coinitos go out into the vacuums, and then so with just those 5 devices, you'd have your site set up. We ship you the devices, and then we can walk you through. It's a DIY install,
Okay.
right? We highly encourage that if you normally call an electrician to do anything electrical at your car wash, call that electrician and have him do it. If you, as the owner-operator, are also the electrician, great, then this is a very simple and basic installation that you can usually handle yourselves. And even still, we have some specialists ready to schedule a call with you for your install day. And you can typically get this installed with, if everything goes smoothly in a day, oftentimes it might spill over to a second day to troubleshoot some small things. So yeah, get your devices, install them in 1 or 2 days. Order signage, because that's a very big part of the process. So signage is when a customer rolls on the site, they're seeing signs that say, use our app, join Wash Club, double your money, get a $5 credit instantly by signing up for our app. It's better on the app, all those marketing messages to get people to eventually sign up the app. And then the moment that they sign up, the operator gets first name, last name, email, phone number, zip of this customer to use forever. And then the customer gets $5 of credit. They're happy, everyone's happy, and hopefully they'll come back because now they're pulled into this this app that is giving them loyalty points. And eventually, hopefully, they become a member.
Yeah, definitely. And it probably would feel a lot easier to become a member. I know a lot of customers are just like, no, I won't do that right now. But if they're seeing it pop up on their phone,
yeah,
seems a lot more natural. Well, you're painting a very vivid picture for me, at least, of how this product works. But do you have any success stories from any of your clients, rather?
Yeah, you bet. So one thing that Coinless does is we focus on the technology as an organization, and then we create the best platform we can for a DIY system for that car wash operator. So one thing we don't do is we won't send troops out and put boots on the ground. We just don't have the personnel for it. And to get people on board, that's kind of up to each operator and what makes most sense for them and how they communicate with their customers. Mm-hmm. We have created the tools for you to do that. And so some of our operators have gotten creative where they've hired some high school students to go on the weekends and encourage people to hop on the app. And that has made a big difference because the idea is just get as many people on the app as you possibly can.
You don't have to specifically say, join our membership program.
Exactly. Just get them on the app. Say, there's $5 free credit on the app. If you join today, you'll get $5 instantly. So why not take $5 off your wash today, right? And getting their information is crucial, and that's really the biggest value proposition for operators. So get creative with any kind of program that you can in order to get customers onto the app. Some of our operators have shut down one of their self-serve bays to say Coinless only or no cash in this bay. And it might be empty until it's a busy day. The moment it's a busy day and there's a lineup in those other ones that do take cash and there's nothing over in that, it's like the self-checkout at any of your stores. The moment everyone kind of is like resistant to do the self-checkout, they want to go. But the moment there's a long line and all the others, it's like, okay, fine, I'll go self-checkout.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same concept. So create ways, use human behavior and what we understand of it in order to drive people onto the app. And then using the marketing suite that exists inside the software platform, reaching out to customers, offering them promos, telling them why and messaging them why their car wash cares we find that when operators do that, then they have better success.
And is the messaging through the app or is it going straight through text message and email?
You can choose.
Wow.
Yeah. So our marketing suite allows you to do email with attachments. You can attach credits on it as well. Just as a blanket, you could do a text message and hit a toggle switch that says add $5 credit to this message, and every single person you send that text message to will get $5 credit instantly added to their account. It's really, really easy to bring people back in once you get them on the app.
Wow. So this is truly a marketing tool.
Yeah. So I didn't say email, text, and push notification.
Wow.
On there. Mm-hmm.
I'm very impressed with that. I was not expecting that to have push notifications or like automated text notifications. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm sure operators like that, because that's one less thing that they have to worry about or get another vendor to help them with.
Yes, and the operators that use that see great success rate on bringing people in. We have one operator in Texas who, at this point, they're very, very on the spot with watching their reviews. So after every experience that a customer has, we ask them for 1 to 5 star review. We don't use stars, we use little water drops. So it's a 5-drop review. If they get a 5-drop review, great. If they get a 1 or a 2-drop review, then the app first of all says, will you call or text us? Because obviously there's a problem and they want to resolve it right away. And so our operators are providing that service immediately. Like, let us help you take care of the problem right now. And then if someone just leaves one of those 1 or 2-drop reviews and they don't call in or anything, it shows up in a real-time feed inside the portal. And so for those operators who do have eyes on their operations, they're watching that feed all the time. And as soon as a 1-star or a 1-drop review comes in, you're on the phone and you're calling them and you're ready to send them credits to resolve the problem. And this particular couple who operates this car wash down in Texas, we know that they watch those very faithfully, right? Mm-hmm. And they are immediately jumping on any of those issues. And they've seen, at this point, they have about 1/3 of their estimated total customer base using the app.
Wow. Yeah. Which is good for you, too.
Which is great. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't make financially it doesn't make a difference for us, because we just offer, our services come for a flat SaaS fee, and that's regardless of the number of customers that are hopping on board.
Wow. Yeah. Well, very interesting. This has been very educational, and Coinless does a lot more than I realized it did at first. So thank you for explaining all of that. But is there any last thoughts you'd like to leave our audience with?
No, just if you're interested, if you own a self-serve or IBA car wash, check out coinlessmobile.com. And as I mentioned briefly, the devices up front is kind of the cost of the install. And then from there, it's just an ongoing monthly SaaS fee for the services. And if you mention this interview, I guess we'll give you a podcast interview special. We'll give you a discount on devices.
Well, great. Yeah. Thank you for giving our listeners that deal. And I really appreciate your time today, Shane.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Camille.
You're welcome. Our guest today has been Shane Larson of Coinless. For more information about his company, you can visit coinlessmobile.com.